Welcome to the most exciting totem smash of the year, because Minecraft have officially introduced copper armor and tools. We also have copper chests, and we even have the copper golem. It is officially available right now for Minecraft Bedrock Edition players. This is not clickbait. This is the update version 1.21.100.23. You're about to be impressed with what they've created. Like, no joke. You have to appreciate this feature. I am so excited. Now, stick around in today's video because there's also been the possibility of the glare being introduced to the game as well. The brand new cycle has already started. So Minecraft are not messing around. The brand new drop cycle begins now. Now, this is available only for Bedrock Edition and is coming to Java in a few weeks' time. Also, the brand new music disc, which is the lava chicken one, which can be obtained by killing a chicken jockey, is also available inside of this beta and preview, but it wasn't actually mentioned in the official changelog. Let's get into the experimental game drop features. They said to try out upcoming features, enable the experimental features toggle in your world settings. These features are still in development and may cause your world to crash, break, or become incompatible with future updates. So again, to emphasize what they're saying, you do need to be in beta and preview in order to access this, and you do need to turn on the toggle. If you're doing this for the very first time, in beta and preview, just tap on create a brand new world, tap on create new worlds, and then go ahead and scroll to the bottom and make sure drop 3 is turned on. If you don't turn it on, you won't get access to the new Copper Golem and improved item switching in the third game drop of 2025. Interesting, but it has to be turned on. Let's waste absolutely no time. Let's get into the Copper Golem. So yes, it does have its own spawn egg, which is very, very fitting. Now, if you place it down, as you can see, this is what it looks like, but there is multiple versions of this. How exactly do you get this in survival? Well, let me show you. So this has to be done with a block of copper. It can be a weathered copper block. It can be exposed. It can also be oxidized. You are then going to need a carved pumpkin. Now, watch what happens when we spawn this. So place, 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 and place. Watch when we put this on top. As you can see, not only does the Copper Golem spawn, but also a chest as well. Now, this will take items from the copper chest and put them in your regular chest for chest sorting. So if we go ahead and just scoot them along, place them down, these obviously look different. Same with this one, and same with this one. This also includes different chests. This is absolutely incredible. Now, I want to do a little bit of testing here. So can you, like, deoxidize these? You can. You can also then go ahead and wax them, which means they're not going to change. Now, they are a little bit buggy because this is the first iteration of these. But I absolutely love this. Now, you can go ahead and, of course, deoxidize the chest, I believe, by crouching. So we can go 1, 2, 3... and that's it. And then you can wax this by crouching, which means it's then never going to change. It's then never going to oxidize. Now, right now, they are currently walking around aimlessly because as of right now, there's nothing inside of this chest. However, watch this. If I was to put honeycomb inside of here, I then go ahead and start placing these all over the place. He's starting to take the item and sort it for us automatically. They're absolutely incredible. Now, this can work for any item. I believe any item you put inside of here, they are automatically going to sort it for you. I want you guys to comment down below and tag your friends who always has a messy chest, and this is going to be the best update for you inside of your worlds and realms. I gotta be careful here, though, because I don't want them to start taking these items out just yet. And the reason why is because we're going to use this for a little bit more detail. But what they are going to do is basically check these chests for the same item. As you can see, he's not really put anything inside of these. Because as you can very clearly see, there is no honeycomb inside of there. There's honeycomb inside of this one. He went ahead and placed it inside of there. So they're not just going to place items willy-nilly. They are going to do it based on having the same item inside of a chest. Right, let's get into the details behind this. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I voted for the LA, but Mojang have really cooked with this. And like I said, the glare could also be coming in the future as well. Let's go through all of the information that Mojang provided. They said copper golems are handy organization-loving companions that'll bring your base to life. Summoned with copper and carved pumpkins, the copper golem removes items you leave in copper chests and sorts them based on the item type into chests around your base. They will go inside of this, but they won't take items out of this. They will take items out of these and put them inside of there. As you can see, there is no wax or honey inside of here, so it's completely left it. It says Copper Golem will drop between 1 and 3 copper ingots when killed. Who's doing that, you monsters? Copper Golem can help with sorting items into chests. So I want to do a little bit more here because inside of this chest right here, we have all of these. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to completely start messing around with their chests a little bit more. So if I was to start putting them inside of there, these inside of here, them inside of there. Oh, they're mine. They're mine. Don't take them out. So hopefully they'll start picking up these items because everything's a mess. So if you've been mining, this is honestly going to be your best friend. So eventually what they should start to do, and I know they've got holds of... Okay, so they're changing the item. No. Oh, wait. Oh, they've got my golden carrots. To be fair, what I could do here, take this out, put this over here, and eventually they should go inside of here. So I think over a certain time, if the item they have in their hands isn't around these chests, then they're going to put the item back, and then they're going to pick up the next item. So as you can see, no seeds inside of there. No seeds inside of there. So they should have started put them inside of here. They have, yeah. So they started putting the wheat seeds inside of here. Now, just so you guys know, this is a first-time experience as well, because I kind of wanted to see how they worked. They're absolutely incredible. Having these around your base is just going to be so much fun. So they're putting the seeds inside of there, one by one, very, very slowly. Now, again, they're not going to do everything instantly, right? And they're going to take a little bit of time to fill this up, but I'm pretty sure they will do it, and we'll come back to this in a second. So let's move on to the Copper Golem item sorting. This will answer the questions that we might have. They said, if the Copper Golem is not holding an item, it will look for nearby copper chests to try and pick up an item. The Copper Golem will look in any oxidized and waxed copper chest variant to pick up items. Any item in a copper chest can be picked up. And I'm going to test with the things like armor and see if that actually works. It can pick up max 16 items in a stack at the time, so 16 at a time. If the Copper Golem is holding an item, it will look for nearby chests to try to place the item in. The Copper Golem will look in chests and trapped chests to try and place items in it. It says it can place an item in a chest if it's empty, so or if it contains the same type. Wait, it can place an item in a chest if it's empty, or if it contains the same type of item it is holding in its hand. Interesting. So /give at P, and we did a chest. So apparently if you have an empty chest, they might actually put things inside. I need to test this a little bit. So if I put that there, and like put a whole bunch of these inside of there, so will they take the items out of that? Oh, they will. Oh, so they will. So basically, they could start the process of chest sorting. Oh, okay. Okay, that's actually awesome. All right, moving on to the next page. The Copper Golem will visit max 10 chests or copper chests in sequence to try and pick up or place an item. Automatic chest system. People are going to have an absolute field day with this. If no matching chest is found, the Copper Golem will idle for 7 seconds before trying again, which is perfect. The search area for chests from the Copper Golem's position is horizontally 32 blocks and vertically 8 blocks. So, again, I'm curious, right? If I was to, like... Hold on. If we do, like, 3 of these... If I was to go ahead and, like, tower up a little bit... Like, can they reach them? Can they not reach them? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm going to kind of put them there. So, can they reach that? I don't think they can, or can they? So, he can't reach that. He can't reach that at all. So, let's try this again. 1 and 2. I wonder if they can reach that one. I'm going to break this one. Let's see if they go... Yeah, so they can reach that. Okay, at least they can reach one above them. Things might change because, of course, this is all testing. I'm so excited with these, you know. I'm learning this. So, I think that's all of the information. Yeah, so they will actually adventure quite far, which is really good because when I build my chest rooms, I usually build them pretty big. But, like, if I was to take all of these items then... And, like, what do we got inside of here? So we do have items inside of there. I'm going to, like, put down a couple of chests here. I'm going to place down some armor-related things in there. I'm going to take these out. I'm going to place some blocks inside of there. These can go inside of here. I just want to kind of see what they do. They can go inside there. I'm going to take these out real quick. Some tools, I guess, inside of there. I'm just hoping, because these are empty chests. Yeah, so he put the diamond boots in there. He actually did it all on his own. That's so cool. That is so cool to see, you know. I'm an absolute huge fan of the Copper Golem. The chest sorting is going to be genius. I'm telling you now, give it a year. Not even a year. Give it a week. We're going to be watching... Copper Golem automatic chest sorting videos. So you pretty much have seen all of the information when it comes to the copper chest, but I will run over the information just one more time. They said copper chests are a new block. Summon a Copper Golem to get your first copper chest, which you can leave to oxidize or keep pristine with wax. Drop items into a copper chest and then sit back and relax as your Copper Golem sorts them into normal chests around your base. Copper chest is a new type of chest that has waxed and oxidized versions. Copper chest oxidize over time and can be waxed like other blocks, but you can actually craft this, which again, I don't think it was mentioned. If it was, I'm not sure. Anyway, you are going to need a regular chest like this, and they go around the outside. This gives you this one, but like I said, there is a couple more versions, including the waxed. And yes, they do come in double versions as well, in case you guys are panicking a little bit. They're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. So let's check out the waxed versions. Obviously, these are just not going to change when it comes to their type. Like the steampunk versions and builds are going to be absolutely insane with this. He's just working his magic. And what's really cool about this, right, is that you can keep track of these just by having a select amount be oxidized, not oxidized. So, yeah, brilliant. /give @p a lead. Can you lease these? I have so many questions. Oh, and it goes to the top of their head, too. That's so cute. Yeah, and also if you drop items, they won't actually pick them up. So maybe these combined with the allay would be a perfect combo. Now, just when you think things can't get any better, they've also added copper tools. Now, they said on the official changelog, what comes between stone and iron? Now the answer is copper. Craft tools, weapons, and armor from copper, giving this early game ore more uses than ever before. Like copper blocks, these items won't oxidize. So it says, but like all copper blocks, they will look beautiful. Copper tools and weapons are crafted and repaired using copper ingots. They do the same amounts of damage as stone, but have higher durability. Copper tools work faster than stone tools, but they are slower than their iron counterparts. Copper tools have higher enchantability than diamond, but slightly less than iron. And we have an axe, a hoe, a pickaxe, a shovel, and a sword. So you are going to need a stick and some copper to make these. So we'll start with a pick. We have, we'll start with a pick. We also have ourselves a sword. We also have ourselves a shovel. We also have ourselves an axe. And we also have ourselves a hoe. I'm going to place these here so you guys can get a closer look at these. So yeah, these won't oxidize over time. Let's see what they look like in the player's hand. So yeah, copper tools are actually finally a thing here. They're finally being added. So yeah, it's a good day for the Minecraft community. And obviously to repair these, you need the ingots plus an anvil. Really, really simple to use. So one thing I do want to do is enchantability. So better than diamond, not quite as good as iron. And basically what this means is you have the better chance of getting better enchantments, from my understanding what this means. So you have the better chance of getting like 3 or 4 combined, right? Doesn't always happen, though. Bane of Arthur poops. No, thank you. So that's what that actually means. And they look really cool enchanted. Obviously, when it comes to mining, I need a basic one. What we'll do is we'll put these inside of here. Make ourselves a new one. And you can do it the same way. So we'll make a pick. So I kind of just want to see how it works. So it's a little bit faster than stone, it says. Does work with the likes of coal and iron. Does it work with gold? It does not work with gold. Does work with lapis. Does it work with redstone? It does not. Does it work with copper? It does. Does it work with emerald? I don't think it does. Does it work with diamond? I don't think it does. But in terms of the breaking speed, it's better than stone. Although I don't think iron is too difficult to get, but I don't care. This is a fantastic introduction. Just a quick refresh on the copper armor. The changelog says copper armor has higher durability than leather, but less than iron. Copper armor enchantability sits slightly lower than with iron. So I'm going to make 2 of these here. So open up a crafting table. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. Because I want to put some of these on me. And I also want to go ahead and put these on an armor stand as well. So let's see. Boom, 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 and boom. So according to... Let's have a little look. It looks so cool. It feels so weird, though. First bit of, like, armor and tools since they introduced netherite. Let's go ahead and see how the enchantability is. So apparently it's going to be a lot better. Better enchantments is what that means. Although I think enchanting needs an overhaul. And this is what it's like. Enchanted. Quite a subtle glint. It's a good introduction. Oh yeah, but it's not over. We now have a new copper item. Copper equipment turns into copper nuggets when smelted. Yes, we have a brand new nugget introduced. I'm going to start the smelting process in both of these because, yes, it does work in both of these. Also, you can go ahead and put these inside of here and get these as well. And this is what they look like. A new type of nuggets. Obviously, it can be converted back into that as well. So, yeah. Interesting. So, you can do all of the armors and you can do the tools. Let's take the rest of these. That's going to take a little bit of time to smelt. This one is not. They are all smelting accordingly. I wonder if in the future, a mob could wield these as well. Like, finding them exclusively inside of caves would be a really nice touch. As you can see there. Perfect. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So that's all of the brand new features. Yeah, but no, there's a bunch more changes you guys need to know about. So let's get into the features and bug fixes. Gameplay. They said hotbar can always be hit in any touch device. The detection area matches the texture even if you have customized controls enabled. Graphical, fixed facing of non-full blocks, for example, cake or trap doors, having an unnatural ambient occlusion applied to them in some neighboring block configurations. Glowing text on signs no longer gets overly bright when looked at directly in vibrant visuals. So this was a very popular report. So if we go down a video, change this to vibrant visuals. If you were to look at the... Oh, boy, that took us... Oh, I have no idea what's going on there. That does not seem very good. Yeah, apparently this is not meant to be glowing as much. Something is freaking out with vibrant visuals. It's beta and preview. Issues are expected, but I have no idea what's causing that. It also says fixed parent _ setup not running with the correct context. We also have items fixed an issue where custom armor disabled knockback on some platforms. Mobs fixed a bug that caused the happy gas to occasionally suffocate when faced against a wall. We have a bug report. This was a very popular issue. Basically, if you had a happy gas, there was a chance it could suffocate and die. A lot of people and a lot of happy ghasts have been lost because of this feature. It's now been fixed. Boats no longer play step sounds when on the ground. Air friction is now only applied to boats when they are leashed. We have a bug report. Boats lose forward momentum abruptly when falling. So we have a short video here of them basically showing what happens here. That shouldn't happen anymore. It's now been fixed. Boats are still prevented from orbiting the player when leashed. It says boats once again retain momentum when moving off ledges. Fixed a bug where the happy gas riding sound would sometimes play in the loading screen. Fixed a bug where both gassed and happy gassed ambient sounds would not be audible further than 16 blocks away from the player. So now, gassed ambient sound is now audible within 80 blocks. Happy gassed ambient sound is now audible within 64 blocks. Updated the way leashed mobs interact with vehicles. Leashed mobs can now be pulled into boats, minecarts, and other rideable entities if the leash is slackened when close enough to entities. Leashed mobs will now automatically dismount their vehicle if the leash is stretched far enough. These changes will come to Java Edition at a later date. So let me show you this. I was quite impressed with how this works. You have a mob, you have a lead, you have a boat, you drag it in. If you are gonna go too far, usually your leash would snap, right? Well, watch this. They automatically dismount, so you don't have to go ahead and do it. It's brilliant. So if I was to do it with a cow, let's see. We have a cow. Take him over to a boat. Gets in the boat, right? Come on. Come on. Should be able to go in here, buddy. There you go. But I don't want him inside of there now. Let's drag him out. Works perfectly fine. Great introduction. User interface. We've made some adjustments to the spacing of items in the settings menu in this update. Work is still ongoing, and we plan to make further refinements in future updates. Yeah, not sure how I feel about this. Why is everything spaced out so much? It's not final, and things are going to change, but I'm not a fan of this. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions? Let me know in the comments section. Vanilla Parity, great news. They added the void as a flat world preset. Let's check it out. So when you create a brand new world and you go down to the advanced section, if you turn on this, tap on the flat world, you can change it to a void. I'm going to actually check this out and just see what it's all about. But yeah, you don't have to have experimental on for this. But if you're a map maker or just want to check this out in general, I guess this is a great introduction to the game. One day they will make it where we can fully customize these, but I'm glad they didn't forget about this feature. And this is what it looks like. So if you're a map maker, I think this is absolutely brilliant. A lot of people are enjoying the custom flats. And again, it just means that people can start making their own custom maps rather than having to remove a ton of terrain or downloading a map from the internet. But also, technical updates. Let's read the changelog and possibility of the glare and brand new berries. So we did get a few changes in the technical update side, like add-on and scripts, AI goals, and a few more. If you're interested in the technical side, I'll leave the changelog down below. So this is the video that Minecraft released to announce the Copper Golem and the new armors and tools. Now, at the end of this video, we have Agnes inside of the mines, and I want you guys to listen carefully to the sounds.
Did we place any torches on our way here?
So I actually think where she said, did we place any torches? I think the glare, and I can't fully remember its functionality, will have the ability to do this. Now, they did show us some images, and in some of these images, we have blueberries. Blueberries. Is that a mistake, or is that going to be linked to something else? I don't know. So I hope today's video has kept you all updated. If you made it this far in today's video, leave a comment and say, boy, am I happy, Echo, that the Copper Golem has been introduced. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully you guys can enjoy this in beta and preview.